What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we are here for week number 6 of the YCL, and we are currently 4 wins, 1 loss, hoping to get our 5th win of the season this time around, and really solidify ourselves as one of the elite teams of the league. Because at this point, there are a bunch of teams that are 1-5 or 0-6 or whatever it is. And then we have a couple teams that have 1 loss. One team has 0 losses, and I don't want to be part of the bunch that has 2 losses. As always, guys, if you are excited for the video, make sure to leave a like on the video. We're aiming for 50 likes on today's content, as well as comment the keyword of the day, which you're going to be hearing down below. And well, you're going to be hearing very shortly, so make sure to stick around for that. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Starting off with the matchup, my opponent's team is pretty interesting. There is a lot of threats on this roster, and it got really high remarks, or really high grades rather, on the post-draft power rankings, and that's because the team is very spooky. The team has Latias and Gengar, insanely powerful core. The issue is they're both weak to Dark and the exact same speed tier, and Sucker Punch is a thing that we do have access to on this team. There is, however, an Urshifu, which can destroy those Dark types. Urshifu Rapid Strike I've used to a lot of success, and I think that our opponent today can use it as well. Thunderous T is another fast Pokemon, over 100 base speed. It's got a ground immunity. It's got the ability to defog things away. It's an electric immunity as well, because his ground type is a Claydol. Darmanitan and Bisharp form a really powerful offensive core, with Ribombee as a great setup Pokemon with webs as well. Cincino, another fast Pokemon, and then Amoonguss, which is just there to be a generic pivot, and is really annoying, but we can actually do decently well, I think, here. Looking at the roster that he has, he kind of folds to offensive Tornadus, and we're gonna go ahead and just build around that. So looking at the team, guys, I'll say this: our first mon is going to be physically offensive Tornadus. Yeah, not specially offensive, physically offensive, because knockoff is fantastic damage against something like the Latias, the Gengar. We'll get the KOs on those things, which is amazing. We'll be able to hit the Claydol for really good damage with that too. Acrobatics has a total of 2 resists, a resist in Thunderous and a resist in Bisharp. Nothing else resists it. Superpower is there so we can hit the Bisharp, but also is there so we can proc our eject pack, which will allow us to then get momentum into another thing. So let's say we see, I don't know, a situation where it's, for some reason we see, I don't know, Amoonguss versus Torn. He's not going to know I'm physical with Acrobatics. He's going to think I'm Hurricane. So I go for Superpower, as maybe he goes into one of the resists, whether it's Bisharping, we get the Oko on that and get momentum, or goes into the Thunderous, and if it's Scarf Thunderous, I'm not that concerned anymore because I'm out. At the same time, it then pops me my weakness policy, my eject pack, so like my Acrobatics can be stronger. And lastly, we have Sleep Talk. Sleep Talk is there as a way to just be able to do something if we get put to sleep by Spore from Amoonguss, which can be a little annoying. I do believe that's a possibility. The Torn hits everything for super effective damage with Flying, Fighting, and Dark rather. And we also have U-Turn. We originally had U-Turn for momentum, not anymore. On top of this, we have speed for the Cincino, and Torn takes Adamant, Scarf, Urshifu's Surging Strikes from full, and we take Modest, no item Gengar's Thunderbolt. So if it is Scarf Modest, we'll take the Thunderbolt, which is huge. I do think that Gengar, if it comes, could be really good as a Scarfer or a Spexmon with just Ghost and Electric Stab. That's really all it needs. Or it can be Nasty Plot Sub with those same coverage moves with the Culver Berry, and we do have to be aware of that. That is for sure. Moving on to our next mod is going to be Stanley, our Excadrill. This is the first time we're running Sand Rush Drill all season long. We are running Sand Rush Drill because his team is so fast, and as much as Mold Breaker is just fantastic because he has 1 immunity to Mold Breaker Earthquake, and that folds to Rock Blast, I can't afford to. I need to make sure that I am able to outspeed things because looking at his team, Latias, Gengar, Urshifu, Darmanitan, Thunderous, Ribombee, Cincino, all outspeed Excadrill. That's insane. The only Pokemon that we actually Oko that is outsped by us, let me try this again. The only Pokemon that we Oko that we are outspeeding is going to be Bisharp. So we have to make sure we outspeed things, period. And I can't afford to go Scarf this matchup because I feel like I'm going to need the ability to switch on my moves. That's why I felt in this game here. Exeter is there as a way to mitigate something like the Latias and the Claydol because we hit them for super effective damage, which is awesome. The entire team is hit for amazing damage overall, and Swords Dance is, if we get a chance to get a Swords Dance up on a switch while we are in sand, then we're just in an amazing position all around. The speed and investment we have on this Pokemon allows us to take Bisharp. Well, first of all, we have speed for Bisharp without our sand, and speed for any Scarfer with sand other than the Ribombee, but I don't think it's going to be Ribombee, and if it is Ribombee, I'm not too concerned. We also have speed for any non-Scarfer other than Ribombee if webs are up, so we're at -1 and we're in sand, which is great. So again, really awesome there, happy about that. We also had just so happened to take a modest Focus Blast from Specs Gengar with our Chople Berry, which is awesome. Our next mon giving us the sand is Thingy, the Excadrill. No, Gigalith, that's the Pokemon. We are running Smooth Rock. This was previously known as Mr. Johnson, but then Tone said, you know what, go just call it the Thing. I said, you know what, screw that, we're going with Thingy, okay, because this thing just looks like a thingy. Rock Blast is our main form of attacking move here this week. It makes a lot of sense. It pops something like a Charty Berry on the Thundurus or on the Darmanitan or on the Ribombee. It also is there to get around sashes on something like Darm or Thundurus. We have Earthquake to be able to do big damage to everything else on the roster because we mentioned before, nothing appreciates the Earthquake. The only thing that resists the combination of these two moves is going to be Claydol, and if Claydol comes, I think that's a good thing for me. I think it's a good thing for me if it comes. Boom is there in a way that if Latias is trying to set up on me, I have a way to just stop it from doing that. I also get a free 6 turns of sand. If I manage to bring this thing in, then boom right away, I'll be able to just break really, really well. So super happy about that. And rocks, I feel, are very important to be able to chip down the Thundurus, the Darmanitan, gives me chip on the Moongus, the Ribombee, all these different things, forces something like Claydol or Thundurus, or even Latias to just click Defog, which they may not want to do against my team. The investment that we have on this thing allows me to, well, first of all, Earthquake will always break max HP Urshifu sub, since I am a little worried about sub bulk up Urshifu with like Surging Strikes and Drain Punch. Could be kind of scary. On top of that, we take Adamant Urshifu's Close Combat or Surging Strikes if it is Choice Scarf. And we take Adamant Bisharp's Life Orb Iron Head with Rocks Up, which is super cool. Really cool set here. This is the best Pokemon that could possibly get put to sleep by the Amoonguss with Spore. If anything gets put to sleep, I hope it's this one, because as long as I get Rocks Up, I can just continuously bring this thing in, get Chip, and then just switch out. And if I get put to sleep, I'll just boom as soon as something's trying to set up on me. If something tries to set up on me, I click boom, I'm good. Moving on is going to be Archimedes, our Galar Slowking. We are running offensive Galar Slowking. We were originally not going to bring this. We were looking at Klefki instead. But oh my god, this Pokemon goes absolutely crazy. Psychic is fantastic against the matchup. Ice Beam hits the Pokemon resist Psychic for really good damage, and then Flamethrower for the Pokemon like the Bisharp, which is immune to it. But honestly, Psychic and Ice hits everything I need to other than Bisharp, other than Darmanitan, Ribombee, Cinccino. So going with Flamethrower really is there for Bisharp and the Ribombee, and Psychic should do enough damage to the Darmanitan and the Cinccino to make me in a really good position. With this investment, with max special attack, modest nature, expert belt, we do 98 min to max HP no spit F Amoonguss with Psychic. That is amazing for my Excadrill later on in the game. This could be a Pokemon that just sets up and wins on its own. It could be a Pokemon that breaks on its own. It's going to really worry about Sucker Punch from Bisharp, but Bisharp may not even come. I don't know if it does. On top of that, we do 2-hit KO max HP Latias with Ice Beam, so that's fantastic for us. And if it's setting up Calm Minds or Roost or whatever, then I should be fine because it means it only has 2 coverage moves against me. And then I also outspeed it with my Torn or Drill and Sand, so I'm not as concerned about that. Really cool set here. I like it a lot. We do have speed on this. We do have 12 speed EVs on this because we do not think that we will be able to get in well, let's put it this way. I would rather get the KO on Slowking, on Amoonguss rather, with Slowking before it tries to Spore me. So this means that if Trick Room is up, I have to switch out. And I probably go into to Gigalith or something like that. But in this case here, we outspeed it, assuming it's not running any speed EVs, and we should be able to outspeed, get the KO on that Pokemon before it just causes too many problems for my team. Our next mon is going to be our Fizz Def Check-Do. I should also probably mention a bit more about Gloking. It takes Banded, Jolly, Surging Strikes from Urshifu, and it 2 kills max speed Latias, and takes Scarf, Darm, Flare Blitz, or Earthquake. Our next mon is going to be our answer to Scarf Darm or even Urshifu, and it is going to be our Rocky Helmet Rotom Wash. Third week in a row, we're running Rocky Helmet Rotom Wash, but it's very good. Volt Switch is amazing against everything on this team other than the Thundurus and the Claydol. Hydro Pump for those Pokemon. Hex is a way to be able to do a bit more damage, something like the Latias if we manage to burn it, which is really cool. And in general, we want to click Will-O-Wisp rather a lot against this team. I want to run Pain Split, I just can't. 4 Moveslot Syndrome is definitely a thing. We're running as much defense as possible to help take hits from the Darmanitan and from the Urshifu. Those are our main things. On top of that, the speed on this is for Adamant Bisharp, or no, let's try this again. It is for Bisharp creeping Timid Vikavolt, okay, or creeping No Speed Rotom, which is really cool. I like this set a lot. Our next mon is going to be the Silence. This is our final Pokemon this week, running Weakness Policy. We're running Fiery Wrath, Hurricane, Sucker Punch, and Agility. Did you know that a +1 Hurricane does 60% minimum to max HP Bisharp? I didn't. I thought I was going to do so much less, but I will definitely take it. If I was originally looking at going Black Glasses, we decided to stick with the Weakness Policy here because if I'm actually get a situation where I'm able to get the +3 really, and I have a +2 boost in speed, I should win the game, assuming no priority. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing. With the Choice Scarf, we're able to outspeed, not the Choice Scarf, with the boost rather, from Agility getting to +2, we're able to outspeed Scarf Urshifu. I did not want to go with Scarf Gengar, Scarf Latias, Scarf Thundurus, Scarf Cinccino, Scarf Ribombee, because I don't think that they're as threatening as Scarf Urshifu or Darmanitan, and at the same time, what exactly is Gengar going to do to me? Yeah, Thundurus, I get it. But if it's running Scarf, then it's not gonna be it's gonna be taking damage from rocks. It's gonna be a bit easier for me to switch into and set up on with something like my my Gigalith, my Excadrill, or even my Slowking. So I feel really good about that as well. Other than that, we have enough investment so that we take non-boosted Urshifus, Adamant, Close Combat, or Surging Strikes from full, which is amazing. If that thing is not running Aqua Jet or we're not in sand, then I could just set up on that and just go for a game that way, which would be absolutely amazing. I like this set a lot. It's going to do a lot of work for us, and just the coverage is so fantastic in this matchup. Sucker Punch is there for the Gengar and the Latias in case they get out of hand. And yeah, guys, that is going to be the team for this week's battle. Make sure to comment the secret word of the day, which is going to be, I'm trying to think of the secret word. My breakfast today were breakfast tacos, but I say breakfast tacos often. So I think we're going to go ahead and say chorizo. Comment chorizo down below. Okay, if you know what chorizo is, good for you. If you don't, you got to educate yourself, okay? But guys, thanks for watching the Team Builder. Leave a like on the video. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. It is time to battle. All right, everyone, we are back. Ribombi's on the screen. Did not expect to see that. Kind of cool. No Latias or Gengar is interesting. Also, we are playing on the 20-minute timer because we cannot connect on land. So that's just how it's going to be. That's just how it's going to be. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to look at the Claydol. There is a Urshifu Rapid Strike. There is an Amoonguss. There is the Thundi T. There is the Darmanitan. No Bisharp is great. And there's Ribombi. Webs could definitely be a thing. I'm not running Hazard Removal this week. That's fine. I have a Trick Room team. So what am I leading off here? I think a lead of Gigalith makes a lot of sense. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I think it's just solid against basically everything other than Urshifu. And I don't think Urshifu leads against me. Let's make sure my team is fully integrated into the damage calculator, because I have to calc fast. This is going to be a quick game. So yeah, make sure to leave a like on the video, do all that stuff. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Good luck, have fun, and consistency to Eric. And let's see if we can get a W here without land. Without land. Oh, it's been a long time since I played without land. But we got 20 minutes on the clock. So let's do it. What is the lead going to be? Stick. Darmanitan. I'll take that for sure. I'll get a free U-turn off. A free rocks off, rather. We get sand up 2. Let the timer begin. Free rocks. He's gonna click U-turn, makes a lot of sense. Let's find out what kind of damage this is. 191 down to 159. That is what, 30? 32? That is not banded. Ghetto Gods, is that the Urshifu? That is the Claydol. That's fine with me. Get a nice fat rock up on this thing. We'll swap now into our Moltres here. Because Moltres, we'll have to take a rock move, an ice move. If it goes for Grass Knot, we'll take that hit. If it goes for rocks of his own, Rapid Spin, all those things, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. What is the switch in though on his end? Nothing really wants to switch in. Body Press. Okay. 181 down to 132. Okay, here I can go for a Fiery Wrath, I believe. Is that my play? I can go for Agility into Fiery Wrath. That'll put me into Berserk range. We'll +1, get the KO. Moltres Galar +1, Claydol as Body Press. No, it will not kill Max Spadef, but I'm going to go for it anyways. I don't think he's Max Spadef. Swaps out into what? Blackberry, which is... Okay. We do have to be this unless it is Scarf, and it is Boots. From that, we know it is Boots. This is his Boots user. So if we can hit a Hurricane here. Ribomb B. Hurricane will do 168. Let's connect this Hurricane. Let's go! No webs. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And everything's taking boots. Or, why am I saying boots? Rocks. Everything's taking rocks. We have our weakness policy still. But getting that KO is great. In comes Ghetto Gods, which is fine. Here we go for a Fiery Wrath. This should not KO it, because we're not going to be at +1. We might get a chance to flinch it. close. No cigar. Rapid spin. This will actually give us our Berserk. This will give us our Berserk. This is good. This is very good. This is very good. We have to +1 now. Let me click another Fiery Wrath here. This is very good for us. Wow. How many turns left of what are they called? Any leftovers on this? So no leftovers on something else. How many turns left? 3 turns left of sand. Is there anything I'm really worried about? Not necessarily. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's go for another Fiery Wrath here. Swaps out into what? Like wine. The Amoongus. I don't think so. It's +1. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Ooh. That is not very... That's more Spadef than I expected it to be. Black Sludge on this now. Let's fire off a Hurricane. Can we hit 2 in a row? You bet we can. And the Amoongus is gone. That was Spadef Amoongus too. There's no way Amoongus takes that little. And I think this is the last turn of sand. If he goes the Urshifu, he probably is he's probably Aqua Jet. There's the Urshifu. Question is, do I feel like I need this Pokemon around still? It's nice for Claydol specifically, but Claydol's basically down anyways. I think I'm just going for the Hurricane here and just go from there. Aqua Jet, yeah. So this should kill me, I believe. 41. We live on 1! And we missed the Hurricane. Oh, that how hype would that have been? Okay, let's take a look at this. Urshifu R with Aqua Jet. Okay, definitely not banded. It's 40 points of health. That is a mid-roll for Jolly. Admin. Okay, so we know it's for sure Jolly now. We know for sure it's Jolly. Here, I think my play is actually to go into Rotom Wash now, make it take some Helmet Chip, and we go from there. Then I have a sack in the back. There's our Aqua Jet. Let's see if it pads. It's pads. Okay, so pads are Shifu. Do I go for a Will-O-Wisp here? Will-O-Wisp is pretty free, I think. If the Thundurus comes in, obviously that's not great. I'll go for the Will-O-Wisp though, because then I can fire off Hexes after that. So we're gonna see a hard swap. Into Josie Flows. That's the Thundy, right? That is the Thundy. Okay. We do connect the Willow. So Thundurus. Wrong Thundurus. Thundurus T. Can he reveal the item? Nope, no reveal the item. Rotom. We're gonna see here. X when it's burnt. Hydro Pump still is more, but I mean like Hydro Pump. Not necessarily accurate. I can go into the Silence here and just die, which I think is fine, to be honest. So I'll do that. If he sets up on me, he has to attack me after. He can't set up both attack and special attack. And we have Sucker Punch as well, which is cool. There's a knockoff. Okay. I'm fine with that. Here I can go into, it's a Life Orb? It's a Life Orb, okay. So Thundurus with a Life Orb. Against my Gigalith. Focus Blast will do 79%. Grass Knot will do 79%. I can go into Archimedes here. Set up a Trick Room, and I should Oko. I won't Oko Darmanitan, I don't think. So I think my play has to be to go into Gigalith. Players go into Gigalith. Okay, so Gigalith comes in. I want to click Rocks here, but I don't think I can, actually. Only enough. I mean, I think I can. Do I just go for Rocks? Rocks will be good against everything else. It forces the other things to come in and spin away. We're going to see a Focus Blast come out. He does connect. And we live on 11. Yikes. We get up our hazards, which is cool for Darm because that puts everything in range of I believe Darm should be in range of Psychic now. Slowking against Darmanitan. Psychic is 65 to 78. It's not enough. Still not enough. Let's go into Bosch here, because he's probably going to go for a knockoff. And this lets me get a bit of extra pressure on his team, I think. Volt switch. I'm cool with that. Oh my god! It's more than I expected it to do, I'll be honest. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Yikes. This is... Okay, I don't know if I outspeed... I should outspeed this. Well, I took... No, I don't think this matters. This interaction here doesn't matter. If I took... If he was... If I was leftovers and I got leftovers back first, then it would matter. But no, I think I just go for my Hex here. And I try and get the KO on this and hope I outspeed. Hope he's not super fast. He's not very fast. We Hex. This should get the KO on it. Very nice. So no more removal. Rocks are here to stay, which is great. I'll definitely take that. I kind of hope he goes into Darm here, but he should go into Urshifu. He's smart. Lifestyle. The Urshifu. I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch. I don't think he goes into Thundy here. It doesn't make any sense in case I go for an attack. We're going to see just a bulk up. We got him with the Volt Switch. Wow. We got him with the Volt Switch. I'll take it. Some big damage there. Okay. Here I have to go into Icarus. Torn against Darm. Acrobatics on my item. Does 70 to 83 to no bulk. Here I just go for my... Is it Superpower I go for here? I think it's Superpower. It lets me get a free switch. We're going to see Aqua Jet. It's fine. Wow, that's a lot of damage. But Superpower comes out. We'll swap out. We have our Acrobatics at full now. So we're pretty sure it's Scarf Darm. I think I have enough in the back for Scarf Darm. At the same time, I think I just go into Drill here. I don't know how many turns left I have of this, but Drill should be enough. I think I should have at least one. Yeah, I still have at least one turn left, and I outspeed everything. Rock Blast will just do enough to all of them. So if I have 2 turns left, I think I win the game. Okay, how many turns of Sand? I think I win the game here. Let's go for the Rock Blast. And we connect, and that should be a GG. Crit did not matter there. We hit 2 times all the time, at least. And now we can click Earthquake freely against the Darmanitan. And I believe that Excadrill against the Darm, even if it's Shucka. Yeah, Shucka will KO after Rocks. And we Earthquake. And that should be a nice 4-0 win, I believe. 4-0 win. Drill putting the team on its back. I believe it's 11 kills for Drill right now. That's amazing. Way to go, team. Definitely take a quick game. But, you know, for a team that... Well, first of all, the team builder was 10 minutes long. The battle, I'm looking at my recording, it's 13 minutes. Crazy. GG's either way to inconsistency. I'm happy we managed to get the game done now because I got a busy afternoon. But yeah, I'll definitely take it. We got the win. We needed the win. I want to give a shout out to our YouTube channel members. Just got to pull them up. But I think the main aspects of this, the reason why we were able to get the W was the Moltres breaking early on. If we missed one of the first 2 Hurricanes, I don't think we're in as advantageous of a position. But definitely take it. Honestly, if we hit that last Hurricane, that third one, it might have just been game over from there. Because I don't think he would have had anything that could actually beat me at that point in time. But hey, it is what it is. I'm not complaining at all. We did a fantastic job. The team did what it had to do. Slowking did nothing. Again, but it's okay. We love Slowking. It's a great Pokemon. Shout out to our channel members. We have our level 1s, Liv, Eric, Zeke, Michael, Liv, Eric, Zeke, TextMan21, Tone, and Sully. Thank you guys for watching the team. Wow, I cannot speak today. Thank you for watching the battle. GG's again. Shout out to front office for all the help. And I'm going to see you guys next week for week number 7, trying to go 6-1. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.